Okay, so, I'm a little bit like nervous or something because this is atheism is unstoppable. I've watched him for like I don't know, like many years on and off. I just want to say I don't agree with a lot of what he says, but I agree with some of what he says. And even when I don't agree with what he says, I kind of like how he does his videos. He's a pretty good editor. He's got the gift of the gab or something. But yeah, licking his balls aside, I just want to kind of respond to this because it's a little bit of like a out of the fucking, where the fuck's this video coming from, This one, anyone who is watching my channel knows I have some kind of strong opinions about this shit. So let's just see. The video is called by Atheism is Unstoppable, or AIU Resurrection. And it's called Your Subjective Opinion About Objective Reality is... Your subjective opinion about objective reality is wrong, objectively, in my subjective opinion, which is kind of funny, it's like a funny fucking title. But he's talking about some sort of serious things that like are very much on like my radar of like the shit that I feel very strongly about,
That dumb motherfucker Dave Smith was talking to Megyn Kelly.
Let's go back to the beginning. Did I miss the beginning?
I was just watching that dumb motherfucker Dave Smith was talking to Megyn Kelly, and they were like, the vaccine for COVID, some kids took it and like 10 of them died. It's like 10.
Oh yeah, if it was 10, come on. If it was 10. Come on, if it was 10. Okay, I'm not going to show the receipts, but come on, if it was 10.
Kids died because of the COVID vaccine. Now, I have no idea about the claim, true, not true, why this happened, what number are we supposed to expect for this to happen?
Yeah, it's true or whatever. But like what I did like my research before this whole inside the fucking craziness that was happening. I did my research, and basically I'm under 50, right? Or I was under 50 then, okay? And the chances by the public fucking whatever data was it's not that fucking risky for me at under 50. And that was the alpha. And I pretty much got that alpha. I wasn't tested for it, but I'm pretty sure I got it. So I think for me it was just like looking at the stats for under 50s and looking at the fact I thought I'd had it. I think me and the people I was living, we all got it, in my opinion. This is before everyone had it, I was living in Asia, and it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna take something that I don't know the risk of. That was just me. It's like, if I've had it and I survived, I'm probably okay. So I'm not gonna take something I think is risky. That's just me. But yeah, maybe I'm like butting in here. Let's just go back. He's particularly talking about kids. Like I said, I looked at the stats at the time, right? Under 50 was pretty good. I think kids was like pretty much you're fine. That's how I remember it. I might be wrong. That's how I remember it.
I was just watching that dumb motherfucker Dave Smith was talking to Megyn Kelly, and they were like, the vaccine for COVID, some kids took it and like 10 of them died. It's like 10 kids died because of the COVID vaccine. Now, I have no idea about the claim, true, not true, why this happened, what number are we supposed to expect for this to happen, how do we attribute it to the vaccine versus anything else, whatever.
I think probably like I might be jumping the gun here. I might be coming too early here, but like, isn't the whole point that like the vaccine is going to protect you from getting it, right? Or protect the spread, either or. And did it do either? Or did it really? I mean, I don't know. I was in the world at that time, you know. Most of us were, right? How many people do you know who got the vaccine that still got COVID? I know a lot of people. So it obviously didn't work in that way.
What they do with that information is what I'm focused on, which is astonishing. They literally go from, oh, 10 people died from the vaccine? Okay, I don't trust the government anymore. And I don't trust the medical community anymore. So now I'm freeballing and I'm just on my own in the wilderness and
And you know, actually, like, this is the worst thing that has come from this, because basically, people like myself, other people are not like myself, will have lost trust in the medical field, in the whole whatever doctor snakes round the staff thing, you know. They will have lost trust in that over this. That's going to have a way bigger effect, because now people are going to go to quacks. They're going to go to alternative health practitioners and shit that mostly will be full of shit. The effect of people losing trust with the whole doctor thing over this whole COVID thing, it's going to kill probably more people than COVID or the vaccine ever did. You know what I mean? This is my opinion anyway.
basically a caveman. So there is no expertise. I will not delegate any authority to anybody else to tell me anything anymore because I've been wronged. I've been hurt before. You know, like.
And this is a danger. Exactly. So he's, I don't know, like, I think he's like probably pro the vaccines and stuff, you know, like, even in my opinion, they weren't tested enough. There's quite kind of a rushed out new thing. That's why I was like, this shit's pretty fucking new. Like, let's let some other people fucking have it first, at least. But obviously, you know, if you know my channel, I'm probably not going to trust it anyway. But for the people that would have trusted it, that it wouldn't be a bad strategy to go, let's just sit back and see how it goes with other people, right? But what you're talking about now is the point that, like, in my opinion, it wasn't as successful, that the lockdowns were not successful, the vaccines were not successful. And there was people who got sick from it. Okay, he says like 10 kids. I think that's shit. I think a lot of people got sick. I think most of us probably know somebody that got sick or had a bad experience, right? And what that does is make everybody who's had that experience, which is a lot of people, lose faith in the medical field, or like the government telling you what to do medically. And that's actually worse. Like, as bad and as, you know, like, the medical field, in my opinion, we're going to look 100 years back and go, it'd be like us looking back at leeches or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're doing their best, right? But it's still like a dark art, you know? It's not quite there yet. It's good when it's good, and it's bad when it's bad, right? It's not perfect yet. But it's better than, like, in some situations, not even going to a doctor or going to, like, a quack. Like, you know, fucking osteopath or these kind of bullshit people, right? It's better than that. It's the best we've got. And what has happened that is really bad is, I think, a lot of people, maybe not this, atheism is unstoppable. He still believes in the medical field and shit. Great, but a lot of people don't now. And that's going to probably result, like, literally on paper, statistically, like, more deaths or something. Because people will just doubt, not trust their local doctor or the hospitals. Because, in my opinion, this whole COVID thing was kind of bullshit, and it kind of was mismanaged, and it was kind of, in my opinion, if your eyes are open, you know it was shit, and you know the vaccine didn't do anything, or did so little compared to the harm that it had on a lot of people. Maybe not 10-year-olds, but older people for sure.
And they're obviously making this whole thing up. And so it's like, people did this over masks. You said I should wear a mask, and now you're saying I don't need to? Wait, you...
Yeah, and like, did the mask do anything? You know, like, I'm not going to, like, pull out fucking studies or something out my ass, but I personally don't think the mask did anything, really. If anyone can show that it did, make a comment in the comment. I'm open to new ideas, you know. I don't think it did anything. I don't think the lockdowns did anything. I don't think the mask wearing did anything, other than potentially fuck a lot of people's heads up.
Put us in lockdown, but now I'm not in lockdown? I'm confused. I'm not going to listen to adults anymore. Now the patients are running the asylum. I will take no advice from anyone. Now I am the leading authority on a global virus. On
no. Okay, like, so you're not going to be the lead expert on anything, right? Except what is good for you. Okay, what is good for you? Perhaps when, say, there's a lot of propaganda around, there's a lot of bullshit data coming out, there's a lot of media push, this kind of stuff, right? Then maybe, perhaps, it's a time to take the power away from the experts and listen to yourself and go, well, what do I think is right? The experts are saying this, the experts that we hear, you know, not the experts that we're not allowed to hear, the experts that are being pushed on the media. Okay, so yeah, do you listen to them, or do you listen to yourself? And it's a coin toss, you know, like, you might be right, they might be right. Okay, what I did, I listened to myself. Some other people did too. But it's not as simple as thinking you know more. I didn't think when I turned all this shit down, at great cost to myself and great risk to myself, by the way. It wasn't like I know more than them. It was just like, you know, I don't think they know as much as they're saying they know. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not as much of a massive trust in yourself. It's just hang on. What they're saying contradicts. They're contradicting each other. It's okay. I don't trust them. Do I trust myself? A little bit more than them. It's a coin toss. Okay, what are you gonna go for? It's not thinking you're the expert. At least it wasn't for me. It was just like, you know what? I don't think they're not playing good, and I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I'm not saying I'm more expertise than them. Do you know what I mean?
healthcare, on anything and everything. So they just chuck up the monopoly board and go, fuck everything, I'm the new sheriff in town. Because they wanted to do that anyway. You know, it's like they're sort of fearful and ignorant and dumb. But it's an emotion.
I don't know who he's talking about. Is he talking about people that chose not to take it, or is he talking about people that are trying to sell something else? Like, don't take the vaccine, buy my thing, or something. Okay, maybe he's right then. But if he's talking about, like, people making like an instinctual decision about their own health in the face of what was clearly propaganda, and this guy is pretty smart, right? He knows about propaganda fucking way more than me. He will have definitely, whether he thinks it was right or wrong, there's a lot of propaganda going around, right? So a person who chooses to just, what do I want to do? Am I willing to take a chance on the experts or myself, right? They're not like, fuck everything, fuck the whole medical thing. But unfortunately, actually what's going to happen, what will happen or has happened from this whole thing is more people won't trust the medical field, which is going to be bad. There's going to be people who just like completely don't want to go to a GP or something, or don't want to take medicine that they should take because of this shit.
Emotional reaction. And so if you're going to tell me that you can change what words mean, and you could say, look, you know what? Columbus wasn't a hero. He's a prick. And that goes for George Washington, that goes for Thomas Jefferson, all the founding fathers. They're not good people. Fuck them, let's tear their statues down. Okay? Cops are...
But I'll be honest, like, I don't know where he's going with this, you know? Like, I'm not sure where he's going with this whole... Going to a completely different subject. If he doesn't bring it back soon, I'm going to end this video. Because, you know, I'm just responding to the part about the whole COVID thing. If it just gets completely lost in the sauce...
Not servants of the public who are integral, I don't pronounce that correct at all, integral parts of our society who we need. They are heroes. They are brave people that are performing a service that none of us would want to do, but is, you know, deeply necessary. And no, they're actually the bad guys. Oh, interesting. Okay. What else you got? And it's like...
I think we're really going off the fucking plantation here. Absolutely off the plantation. I'll give it like another minute and then you know.
Colonies, they're not good things. The West, that's not a good thing. Okay. White people, what have they done for us lately? I think they're bad people. They're the villains. So now they're just off to the races, changing history, changing reality.
If you didn't bring it back to the fucking COVID issue soon, I'm going to end this video. Very soon.
What are their weapons? They use words. They use words. It's easy as can be. Hamas is not a terrorist group. They're resistance fighters. Boom. Done. Next. Like, what else you got? And so what are these words doing? Essentially, when you label something, when you create a story using words, using abstract concepts that we cobble together, we form sentences, we express them, other people receive that.
Excuse me, what has any of this shit got to do with taking an actual medical intervention into your body, which is kind of experimental, which is being pushed by everybody, the media, is being pushed by your boss, depending on where you're working. You might lose your fucking job if you don't get it. What has this got to do with all this other stuff? Fucking one more minute.
They express similar ones back to us. We nod our head. Now we are cobbling together a real-time narrative, a story that we are going to live in. This is our worldview. It is a story. It is not reality. It's us talking about how we envision, quote, our reality. And so what is right and wrong? I mean, we are seeing major disagreements between the older generations and the younger ones as to what is right and wrong.
Get back to the COVID thing. Come on.
For everything from, should you put a dick in your mouth if you're a young man? No, says my generation. Unless you're, you know.
I think we're just lost in the sauce here. Okay, I think whatever, like, let's just go. Are you going to talk later about it?
Whirlwind of the Monopoly board being chucked up by young people, and we're just watching.
No, it's just like a whole lot of shit. With all due respect to AIU, Atheism is Unstoppable, Resurrection channel, check it out. He's got a lot of good videos. What the fuck, man? What the fuck is this video, man? I mean, okay, I agree to disagree. I disagree with what I reacted to so far. Okay? I hope that, you know, I don't get fucking AIU Resurrection fucking guys come shit on my channel or something. I'm just saying, come on, like, this is supposed to be, it started out as a video about COVID, then it went into something else, and it never really addressed the actual real experiences that people have, I have, of people I know who got fucked up by, you know, the solution, you know? And it goes on about this like 10 kids thing or something. Okay, well, maybe 10 kids died, or maybe only 20 kids died of COVID who didn't get it, whatever. Are we talking about other things, like the effects that happened on young men's hearts? Look it up if you want to. It happened to a close relative of mine, 30 years old. He had myocarditis, and he was proven It wasn't from COVID. It was from the fucking injection. That's one person. I don't know that many fucking people. I could make a whole video. I probably have. Looking back, of all the people I know have had a bad reaction to this the solution, right? And I don't know, like, if AIU is just like farming a bit of controversy over this, fucking great, go for it. I know he's got very strong opinions on lots of things that I don't agree with. I like his videos though, and he's not going to do this. Why should he? But he could maybe look at the counter argument about it. But that's not the game, you know. The game is having an opinion and fucking putting it out there and getting the discourse from it, you know. This is my discourse for your video, Mr. Atheism is Unstoppable Resurrection on YouTube. Actually, on YouTube, because I think he got kicked off YouTube, because YouTube's fucked. They'll kick you off for fucking anything these days, eh?